Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I'm Sandman99.
and we're back with Madden NFL 2005.
Yes, and today we're going to look at some incredible blocking. We're playing a game here just for practice in our our original Crusaders League, which was a side league.
Yeah, that's right.
That we were using to develop our playbooks. And today, RecV5X is playing on offense.
Yep, and I was actually trying to do something else here. I think I lined up in a full house or something, and they showed me like this dumb zone defense. So I audibled from a full house into a single back big, because I like the single back big stock dive play, because it works pretty well. And as a result, I have Golston, who plays fullback in this league, lined up against the the cornerback on that side. Then I also have Parkman, who's fullback number 1, sitting here in the tight end spot. And Parkman has 82 run blocking in this league, right?
Yes.
So he's fantastic. But we'll run the play and we'll see how this goes. All right, it's a pretty stock thing, right? Like, it's the regular dive play. Things look like they kind of break down in the middle, though. So I'm just like, I'm going to follow Parkman. And so I follow Parkman. And Parkman blocks that guy, and then he blocks 2 more guys on top of that, right? He gets 3 blocks for the price of 1.
That's right. Adam Parkman in this league is the most dominant run-blocking fullback in the league, right? He's got a run-blocking ability that is similar to what many offensive linemen have.
That's right.
I think it's around 82, might be as high as 85, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But basically, he usually leads our team in pancake blocks. He is literally a crushing blocker, and
I mean, look at him compared to the size of Kramer, right?
Yeah, he's a little slimmer, but he's as big as an offensive lineman for the most part, right? And yeah, you see him come down there, and that's a safety, and he blocks that safety out. Here comes the other safety, and he shoves the free safety backward into the strong safety.
Yeah.
And then he's running interference on this linebacker too, right?
Yeah. I mean, you might argue maybe that linebacker should have come that way, but if he comes that way, he's not going to stop the touchdown anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that our halfback in this particular league is a pretty speedy guy too.
Yeah, he's got like 95 speed, so...
Yeah, but the cool thing about this is, okay, this was only about a 10-yard touchdown run, but if we'd have been on our own 20-yard line, this would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
Right? Because basically all of the second-level defenders were completely blocked out by one man. Okay? And that would have given a speedy halfback like Carroll enough of a head start that he would have been away to the races. They wouldn't have been able to catch him.
Yep.
And, so that's just a little example of how cheesy things can get sometimes.
Yep.
But occasionally, the cheese works for us too.
And Carroll's convinced that he's number 1, not knowing what Parkman did over here.
That's right. You know what? Parkman is an unsung hero. But you know what? That's one of the reasons why I converted him in our current league and have him playing fullback, because he, even in year 1, has a run blocking ability of somewhere in the mid-60s, which is much better than average for a typical running back. Even for a fullback.
Well, it's even good for a blocking tight end. Like he is. He's crazy good at blocking.
Yeah, he is. He's a very good blocker. That's why I have him in my backfield.
Just don't throw passes to him.
That's right. He can't catch passes worth of shit, but you know what? That's not his job.
Yeah, at fullback, you don't have to worry about that too much.
Anyway, we'll get started with the game.
All right. And we're back with Crusaders Franchise Week 12.
And we're up against the San Diego Runners today.
Yeah, we just wanted to say, Danny Jones got robbed of his player of the game in the last 2 minutes of the game last time.
Actually, in the last 30 seconds, because as I remember that interception that I think, who was it?
Marco Gooden.
It was Gooden. Gooden got an interception with 30 seconds left in the game. And that, along with all his special teams tackles, earned him player of the game, even though Danny Jones got a fumble recovery that set up a touchdown.
And got said that he was earning player of the game.
Yeah, and he also got an interception that set up our second touchdown in a 23-10 win over the Boston Royals.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
We would not have won that game if Danny Jones had not been on the field. So I definitely think he deserved the game ball, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. So hopefully we have a little bit better day on offense today.
Oh, I'm sure things will go fine.
Well, things went pretty rough last week because we had lots and lots of drop passes and threw an interception in our own end of the field, and, you know, like, it was just generally a tough one.
Yeah, sometimes these things just happen. They go up and down, right?
But you know what? Ray says defense wins championships, and I think he's right.
Bah.
And defense can even recover or salvage games that you might otherwise lose due to poor offensive performance. So there you go. And I think that was the case last week. We had a real tough day on offense, and the defense shored us up. And
I did my best. I just did my job.
Yep. Well, it's a good thing somebody did. But hopefully our receivers, who dropped 9 passes in the last game,
yeah, that was ridiculous.
Will drop somewhat fewer this time
Great
around.
matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. Both of today's teams are looking to add another win to their total and give their teams some momentum as the end of the season draws nearer. Thanks for joining us. As
These guys are a division rival too, so they're liable to play us a little tougher.
Yep. Well, I think, if I recall, these guys have a very strong offensive line.
Yeah, they're actually kind of similar in setup to the Arizona Stingers, with a somewhat balanced team, but a little more emphasis on the defensive side. Right?
Yeah. In terms of template, I think they're a smash mouth team. And so they'll have a very, very good running back and a very, very strong offensive line. And I think that'll come with a very, very strong defensive line, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think their receivers will be a little bit weaker. Their defensive backs might be a little bit weaker. So you'll have to see what you can do.
Oh, look, they signed Jason Sehorn from free agency. He's their free safety.
Oh, God. Okay, well, maybe their defensive backs aren't going to be a little bit weaker.
Well, they obviously have made an effort to shore things up a little. Well, let's just see here. We'll try going from the triple I today. And we'll try something a little bit different for our audibles. I'm still looking for that second pass audible, right?
I see.
That will complement the empty backfield.
Yeah, I never did ever figure that out on my offense, if I'm honest. I always felt like 5 audibles was an awkward number. You always wanted 6.
Hey, I'd be glad if I could have 10. Because actually the audible game is a huge part of my game on offense. Like, I very rarely go out there and don't call an audible.
Yep.
And it would have been nice if they'd have made a use of that shift button, maybe for audible calling too, right?
Yeah, you could have 5 more audibles.
Yeah.
The home team are ready to kick this one off.
Anyway, San Diego is in our division at 6-4.
Good kick should be returned.
And I had mentioned earlier that it's possible we might even have 2 wild card teams coming out of our division, because our division appears to be pretty competitive.
How effective they can be with their first drive of the game.
speaking of which, there's one thing I forgot to check on San Diego's roster. Okay, so they got blocking tight ends.
Yep, basically they're blockers.
Good to know. Still gonna come out in a nickel though, because I want to make sure if they line up in twins, I still have coverage.
They line up in the I formation. Alexander moves in motion.
Well, good job there.
Knifing in there to bring him down.
He brings a lot of things to the table. But the thing I like the most is how.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play this like they're gonna run because you know they are San Diego.
That he actually anticipates what the offense is
Well,
going to
the thing
run
is that the way you have your linebackers set up on the outside there, they're wide enough that even if they have a tight end in and they send him out in the pattern, you won't bump into him. Well, the second guy, Danny Jones, got his hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Well, that's okay.
After the first guy missed.
That's perfectly fine with me. That's why you double up.
I've got some big plans for Danny Jones next season. We were talking about what we were going to do with the future of this franchise, and I think we're going to trade hats again next season, just to try some different things.
Yep.
Backs up the corners and safeties. Schwartz with a man in motion. Looking for an option with the pass. This one falls.
Well, they left that tight end in the block, and they give him lots of time, but he couldn't find someone who wasn't covered.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing.
Yeah, I think what happens when you leave that many extra blockers in, that leaves you less guys to send out in the pattern.
That's right, yeah.
And then everybody that you try to throw to is get double covered, right?
Yeah, and I bet you that tight end was probably their short pass guy, like their outlet guy.
More than likely,
They
yeah.
just didn't have an outlet pass on that particular play.
Wow, look at that. The thing's rolling around in there, and there's nine of them out there, and they can't seem to get a handle on that.
See, maybe I should have run over there and grabbed it. Maybe I could have run it back.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. Don't ever do that.
We've never tried.
Yeah, you know what? There's a good reason why we've never tried.
Probably a fumble, right?
Yeah.
Drops back.
Touches ball, can't down it. Fumble.
Oh, come on. Really? Are we going to start this early?
Yep. We're going to start this
wow.
early.
That's rough.
That's how early it started last time.
I know. Wow. He was wide open. That was like an easy completion.
Handed off. Reed takes him down at midfield. And a pickup of about 2.
Yeah, it's one of those funny things, actually. Being a cupcake player doesn't actually limit your defense anywhere near as much as it limits your offense.
Yeah. Well, that's horrible, right? I mean, there's no way he should have dropped that pass. No way.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
What are we doing over here?
I suspect that linebacker just traded to man coverage.
Looking for a receiver with the pass.
Okay, well, I guess we're punting now.
At the 45-yard line.
Drop passes make it really hard to play offense. Like, really.
Well, that's okay.
Well, you know what? They get one this game. I'm not putting up with this game.
See, when we draft our receivers for in the draft next season, we'll have to draft guys who have catching rating amazing.
That's right. It doesn't really matter how fast or slow they are. They have to be able to catch the ball when you throw it to them, okay? Because I've already proven that you can even throw deep passes to slow receivers, and so long as they can catch, you can complete those passes. Right?
Yep.
I mean, that one there is a perfect example. That guy's not a fast receiver, but he does have a very good catching rating, although you'd never know it by that play. Oh!
I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
That's because these guys have hooks for hands, Al.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? Incomplete pass is okay in this situation.
The corners playing off a bit.
I think with these guys, if you force them to pass, then you're kind of making them play into your hands, right?
with the stop.
I think I made him turn back inside there.
Yeah.
I ended up going the wrong way, but I caught myself really early there and managed to turn around.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Kansas City puts its secondary in better position to stop the pass. Schwartz starts out of the shotgun. Pressure.
Oh, I got pancaked there.
Yeah.
Edwards makes the tackle at the 23.
It's their big, strong line that won them that pass.
You're in a hole here on
Yeah,
third down.
well, also their running back managed to go across the formation and pick you up too. Right, he started off on the wrong side, but he had eyes in the back of his head, I guess, or something.
They give it to the halfback. He always displays great
Yeah, you
awareness
look at
when he
those
gets
green
there
and white
and
jerseys that are 15 yards downfield, and then you wonder why you had an unblocked linebacker at the line of scrimmage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
Well, it works against them as much as it works against us.
Yeah, but that's how those big run plays develop, right? I think that was basically, it's a cheap and dirty way to try and develop, like make a run play explode for an 80-yard gain, right?
Yep.
You know, like they're trying for the highlight reel run all the time.
A big time run.
Schwartz sends a man in motion. Hands it off to the back. Jones with the stop at the 45. 10-yard gain.
Yeah, they moved the tight end to the right and then they ran to the left, eh?
And this is
Yeah.
the seventh play of this drive. Under a yard to go.
Being tricky. That's what they were doing.
Parrish, the lone back.
Ah!
To the halfback.
Somebody didn't block me there.
Well, you know what? Somebody didn't block two other people, too.
We had the entire offensive line moving
Yeah,
downfield.
the entire offensive line tried to slip past you and get downfield. Look at that, eh? You see that? Wow.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, why am I not engaged?
Yeah.
It's always weird when that happens.
Yeah, it catches you by surprise, right?
Yeah.
Throwing. And the catch is made.
Well, that wasn't exactly the most proactive coverage in the world.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a
No,
first.
well, they were throwing it probably to their best receiver there, right?
Backing off.
And so long as they keep trying those short little passes over the middle, they'll probably be able to make a little bit of mileage, right?
The defender. He was really hit hard on that play.
Yeah, you talk about your decleaner. That's what happened there.
Toss play for 3 yards.
Decleaner.
And it would have been less if he hadn't. You got that defensive lineman out who was out there got suction blocked, right?
Yep.
The corners playing off a bit. They'll go from the I formation. Drops back. Gets the pass off.
What kind of defensive alignment was that?
Big drop on that play.
That was just the regular dime.
Oh, because your pass rusher was missing from the right-hand side there. I didn't see him.
Yeah, things looked a little weird there, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like somebody didn't line up where they were supposed to or something.
I think that might have actually been it. Somebody didn't line up where they were supposed to,
And this is the 11th play of this
if I'm
drive.
honest. This looks a little more normal.
Yeah.
Schwartz scans the defense from the gun.
Yeah, see
The
they're
throw.
the three-man pattern again,
Stops
right?
him at the 35. They have the momentum
They're
here.
leaving the tight, like their tight end's not a receiving threat, so I think they're going to probably leave him in the block most of the time.
It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was almost like the linebackers lined up on the wrong side of the formation in that one play,
Yeah.
which was peculiar.
Waller makes the stop at the 24-yard line. Parrish having an outstanding, consistent year, now surpassing 1,000 yards on the ground.
Well, he's got his 1,000 yards against me.
Yeah, he does.
They're within striking distance here. The corners playing back. The backs are lined up in an eye. Harris.
Well, that doesn't seem to have helped.
Yeah, well, you know.
Just can't get rid of it.
This drive is very frustrating for the defense.
Yeah, everything they call. Guys are getting open, blockers are making their blocks, and they're making guys miss when they run. This is a very impressive drive.
They line up in the I formation. Under pressure with the pass.
Oh, boy. That one hit somebody in the back there.
He knew he didn't have much time. He decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
You just can't seem to get that interception, right?
Yep.
15th play of this drive. Harris, the lone setback. Tosses it out.
Or you could just, you know, not block a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Good work by the defense.
Yeah, that's fine with
Well,
me.
I think they're definitely passing now. I don't think you'll see a run on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, I suspect not, huh?
I think you can probably, if you play it safe, you'll be able to force them to kick a field goal here anyway.
Out of the gun. Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing. And this pass is completed.
Now there we go.
Records the stop at the 10.
And then maybe on my next possession, the next time I throw it to Rhodes, he'll catch it.
Ritchie comes in to attempt a field goal, which would give them their first score of the day.
Yeah, that had a bit of a slice on it.
Yeah. Yeah, he must have kicked it funny or something. Look at that. That took him almost 8 minutes. 17 plays.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return.
You know, they ran the ball a lot.
Yeah, they did. Well, I was expecting that they would, right?
Got a pretty good return there.
Because that's what they've got.
The 32-yard line. First and 10. This one is handed off.
Wow.
Simpson.
Look at them collapse in, right?
Yep. Well, you didn't lose any yards.
No.
That was just a burst of power from the defensive line.
But I think we showed that, like, what happens when you attempt a run play. As soon as you go back to hand off the ball, basically the whole defense is converging on the point where the handoff is going to occur before it even happens, right?
Yep.
Surveying the field. Throwing
Well,
on the run. Right to him. Johnson
easy.
leads the tackle
Yeah.
At the 48. He doesn't appear to lose
At least we didn't get a drop that time.
the run.
That's
He
nice.
may actually be better when he moves like that. He's one of those guys who's good at creating. He's good at moving around back there. And then a lot of time he'll give his receiver an extra beat that he needs to get open.
He sees something in the defense. Jenkins sends a man in motion. With the throw. Perfect.
Wow, that was
He just
off target.
unloaded on
Yeah, it
him.
was a little, but I guess at least he caught it.
Good read, finding the single.
I guess we're not running that type of play against these guys, hey?
Well, it looked like that receiver was open, but it was just a very off-target throw,
Yeah.
which is unusual.
Calling an audible. Again with the carry.
There, managed to force my way through there that time.
28.
Yep.
Punishing run by the fullback.
That's what he can do to you. You can't bring this guy down with
Yep,
an arm
that
tackle.
punishing run by that
Get him from
fullback.
all sides, and then just take him to the ground.
Hey, he's got most of my 8 yards rushing there now.
Number 86. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
Yeah, two-ton truck pulling a trailer.
And a pickup of about 2. They need to reach the 25 to convert. Looks like he's changing the play.
The middle of the line collapses, and it's a stop for a loss of a couple.
You never know, it might be.
He gets the carry.
Or maybe we'll be able to slip through there and pick up a few. Because I don't think these guys are as stout as the Boston Royals are, right?
Yep.
Like they don't have as tough of a defense and defensive line and linebackers and stuff.
They're inside the 20.
So we might actually be able to make a little bit of yardage up the middle against these guys.
Well, that was quite the shift.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of moving around there, weren't they?
Gives the ball off. Clark didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance.
Well, we can let the first quarter run out. I think we'll do that.
All right.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 3-0. Teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. 8th play of this drive. Let's see what they can do in the red zone. Directing traffic. Number 47 goes in motion.
Okay, we got man coverage out there.
He's looking.
Oh, I got hit as I threw.
Number 92.
Okay, looks like I'm going to have to go after the better pass protection option here.
Yeah, those guys really just looped right around, didn't they?
Yeah, so we'll have to try and counter that by having the blocking back split.
Yep.
And that way they're just in a little bit wider position.
Ninth play of this drive. The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
It's a man coverage.
Yeah, I'd say it's a man coverage. I think I'm going to end up just throwing a short pass here and getting what I can get.
Dropping back, surveying the field. Throwing. Simpson takes him down.
That's about all I can do.
13-yard line. Woodson lines up for the field goal to try to put them on the board for the first time in the game.
Well, good kick.
Yeah.
And it's on its way. Veteran kicks it through.
No problem for him. Whatever the situation, he'll approach it the same way. Cool and smooth.
The home team.
Wow, they ate up so much time off the clock, they even ate up more time than you.
Yep, they did.
Nice kick.
I've only had 2 possessions in this game so far, eh?
From the 8-yard line.
And the first one was real short because of that drop
Their last
pass.
position, they came away with a field goal. Let's see what happens this time around. It's 1st and 10. Only one man in the backfield. Throwing on 1st down. Closing in. Goes with a short pass to the right side. And he slips out of bounds.
I think that was probably out of bounds, but since it was a completion for only a yard,
I
think,
don't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't really waste a challenge on that one. I'm pretty sure you could challenge that one and win, but for a yard, it's not worth it.
Yep. Oh, but they'll be talking up his high completion percentage.
Yeah.
And how he made a fantastic catch.
As far as I'm concerned, he can complete as many 1-yard passes as he wants.
Brings him down at the 26. Not much running room this time.
That's because they're continuing their effort to establish a run game here in the first half.
Third and 7. Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives
Oh, look at this. They're trying to run. They made a first down and more. The last man got them. They almost turned that into a touchdown.
Yeah, the fullback run.
Yeah, wow. That's what getting those offensive linemen down the field on the safeties will do, right? If that guy can somehow make it through the pack, and he's got a couple of guards up there in front of him, 15 yards downfield, well, that's how they turn those into touchdowns, right?
Alexander comes in motion. Off again. Number 95 makes the stop at the 43. They ran it there.
Yeah, that's an important part of this team.
That's unfortunate, though. Like, usually those shotgun runs don't work very well. But that time, for some reason, it just seemed like you couldn't get somebody on him before he got past the first down marker.
Well, that's okay.
And this is the 5th play of this
But that's
drive.
probably just about the only time this game that play will work.
Parrish, the deep back. To carry it, they'll go with a play fake. It's rid of it.
Oh, what was that? Look at this, and then a missed tackle and another
my
missed tackle.
God.
Wow. Wow.
That was a lineman that was missing that tackle.
Well,
too.
not only that, but there was two. And the last guy barely managed to get him. Like, he just basically knocked him off balance enough that he went out of bounds, right?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like, wow.
Totally ridiculous.
Yeah, that was rough.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. They'll go with a run once again.
Another missed tackle there.
Johnson records the tackle at the 28-yard line.
Take a look at this. He gets himself into position, keeps his legs under him, and then boom, he just unloads. Now that's a depleter.
Alexander, the man in motion, dropping back, pressure, throwing. This one falls incomplete.
Well, he used his behind to good effect there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the new pass defense technique that our defensive coordinators is teaching. When the pass comes your way, you stick your ass out and try and hit it with your hip.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
Hike that ball, man.
Hands it off. Thomas makes the stop at the 24-yard line. Decent gain there, but he's going to head to the sideline for a blow.
Well, their good running back is on the bench now.
Yeah, so their good running back will now be out on the field.
Well, they're not quite as good. I don't know that if these types of teams have a lot of depth, you know, like they have a good first string player, but well, you're going to force them to kick another field goal now, at least.
Yep, that was Charlie Rose out there playing the hook zone.
Yeah, not so sure about this drive, though. I think you got a couple of unlucky breaks on this one.
Yep.
But, yeah, that first drive, fine, but this one, I don't know. It's a little bit.
Well, that's why they work as a team, right?
Yep.
Because if they didn't work as a team, they'd shred us.
The visiting team are lined up for the kickoff. They'll return this one. From the 10 to the 20. The home team will start the drive from the 28. First and 10. Tucks it away. Alford.
There, we'll test the middle a little bit, too.
They went with the running play.
No, that's a decent gain on first down.
Just to see if we can get something going here.
They need 7. Looks like he's changing the play. Number 47 moves in motion. Dropping back. Looking downfield. Gets the pass off.
Nice catch. I was basically just throwing that away because I saw they snuck a zone in there, right?
Yep.
That I wasn't expecting them to on the right for the short pass, right?
Yeah, they probably made
some kind of a sneaky audible or something.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Right in there and brings him down. His excellent positioning led to that stop behind the line of scrimmage.
I should have been in a good position there.
Smartest players at defensive end. He always seems to be in position. He uses his hands well, and he has those long arms.
All I needed is for them to actually make a block, right? I guess we'll just run it up the middle in preparation for the third down pass here.
This one is handed off.
Well, that was better than I expected.
Yeah, screw giving it to the halfback. Just give it to Adam Parkman.
Give it to Parkman all the time, yeah.
He'll come out of the backfield and make a few catches, too, if you forget about it.
Park comes in motion.
Okay, well, hopefully I can get enough protection to throw this slant here. Hopefully Rhodes will catch it.
Dropping back, pressure coming.
Oh, no protection. See that?
Yep.
The rookie linebacker just made a tremendous play.
Heck of a play. He picked his way perfectly.
That's pretty bad. When you don't even have enough time to throw a short pass like that, that's bad. That's bad offensive blocking.
Very shallow punt.
But I guess we'll be going to the shotgun on third down next time. Because at least it gives me a little more time back there. They can't just speed rush a guy untouched into the backfield like that.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10. Passing on 1st down. Closing in. He's rid of it.
Oh, come on. Wow. I can't believe you didn't get him there.
They move the sticks for that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
Oh, maybe we'll try and do something a little different.
1st and 10.
Well, they're going to play us hard because they're a division rival.
Parrish, the deep man. Pressure gets the pass.
Oh, wow.
He makes a great
Man, oh, man.
That one looked like
Well, you definitely caught them there, right? Like you did something they didn't expect.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. When you see a situation like that where the opposing quarterback throws a pass and it hits your guy like that, then that should be an interception.
Parrish dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Parrish couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive.
Well, they're going to try some kind of max protect pass now, probably.
Probably.
One wide receiver on 3rd and 11. They're going to have probably multiple blockers. That guy they're moving is probably going to be blocking.
Under pressure, it's rid of it. And he dropped the pass. Very frustrating for the offense.
And he couldn't have been more wide open. How does that happen on 3rd down?
It happens all the time, John. I'm a regular victim of it. Drop passes on 3rd down, they happen all the time.
That's okay. I'm kind of glad he dropped that because I'd had a little trouble getting my flat zone guy out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Well, that's okay. Now they've had a drive stop to drop passes, and you've had a drive stop to drop passes.
No, look at this. I'm short on time now, too.
Yep. Every change of possession.
Yeah, I have no choice.
Oh, penalty.
Oh, well, now not only do we get no gain, but we get a penalty on top of it. Nice.
You got a big old handful of jersey there.
So it'll be first and long here after the penalty.
Okay.
Throwing on first down. Gets the pass off. He finds his
Well, that gets some of it back.
Yeah, now it's just like you ran for a loss of 2.
Yeah, really, eh?
Hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks
Typical
like
second down.
Well, what else are you going to do, right?
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Yes.
Well, we've been here before.
Drops back. Throws on the run.
Oh, he caught it this time. See, you can throw long passes to slow receivers.
Yeah, as long as they have good route running ability.
Yeah, and they can catch, right? That's the big thing. When you throw it to a guy, he's got to catch it.
First and 10.
Yeah, in case you guys want to know what makes a receiver good at running routes, it's their acceleration and their agility, right? Because they don't necessarily have to be the fastest to run those routes, but they do have to be able to make their cuts and get off the line.
Zimmerman makes the play at the 44-yard
That's terrible
line.
run blocking. Wow.
Testing this rushing defense.
We have really struggled in that department.
That's a terrible spot.
Yeah.
First down marker just inside the 35.
What do we got going on here? Okay, I don't like the way that looks. Oh, come on! I'm trying to rush it here, right?
Yep.
And I got the wrong guy going out in the motion.
Nah, that's okay.
Ball on the 44-yard line. Throwing.
Go Mills!
There, that time I got a little bit of protection, so I was able to throw that, eh?
They have 3 first down. First and 10.
Purple, 19. Gold, 19.
Throwing on first down. With the throw.
There's another one. He's dropped 2 passes now.
That's rough.
Yeah, I hate that. I really do. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, maybe you should bench him.
I know I said it before, but I think if he drops one more, Coleman's going to be playing. Now, what are we doing here?
I think they're blitzing from the right.
Think so? I think you're right. Catch this! Thank you!
Yeah!
That's Coleman. He just caught that long pass, right?
So 2 minutes left before halftime.
Okay.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Tosses it left. Number 8. Just got
Oh, man. What the hell? What the hell?
Well, I guess he's slow enough that everybody tried to pinch inside, eh?
Yep.
Right?
He just kept meandering out there.
Yeah. Well, see, I moved Clark over there to help out a little bit, and as it turns out, it paid off, because look at who is the guy who picked up the guy who got penetration, right?
Yep.
And it looks like if you watch here, like everybody kind of pinches inward, right? And that's why these little toss plays out of these tight formations seem to work better.
Because the players are too slow.
Because well, no, what happens too is the defense will pinch inward because this toss is not very different than an inside handoff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it causes them to take that extra little step inside before they start to pursue outside.
Woodson comes in for the extra point.
But basically, I was just, running that play because I was hoping to get something for nothing.
Yep.
And I'd already pretty much committed to I'm going to run the ball 3 times and then kick the field goal and run the clock out, right?
Yep.
So the fact that we got a touchdown there is just a bonus.
Good distance. From the 7-yard line. Defense will try to force them to punt again as they did the last time the offense had the ball. It's 1st and 10. Backing off. Quarterback back in the shotgun.
Yeah, they left the tight end in the block again.
Throwing, and the catch is made. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains. And it looks like
I would basically treat that guy like another offensive lineman, to tell you the truth.
Pass play here on 1st down. He's looking with the pass.
Oh.
Pass is complete, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Wasn't close enough to
That's okay.
the sideline there.
Their hurry up will get disrupted now because he went out of bounds, right?
Yep.
Yeah, basically, I would treat their tight end as a pass blocker.
Ball on their own 48.
Because even if he does catch a pass, he's not going to pick up more than a few yards anyway because he's so slow, right?
Schwartz will work out of the shotgun. Throws it.
That way, at least you can get a little pressure and rush him, like make him hurry his throws, right?
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. That's a break for the offense.
Parrish, the lone back. Alexander moves in motion, changing the play now. Gets rid of it.
Oh, that was terrible coverage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? You're going to have to put up with that kind of thing from time to time, though, because I think they've already decided with the dice rolls that this is going to be a difficult game, right?
Looking for an option with
Yeah,
that.
Exactly. That was just crazy.
Kansas City calls a timeout. They have 1 left.
If he keeps forcing those in there like that, sooner or later you'll get one, right?
Ball on the 10-yard line. 6th play of this drive.
Because like the last couple of those passes basically went over a outstretched defender's hands, right? Well, he came back to you. Oh, now you can back him up a little.
They'll get him for holding here.
I didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
1st down and a long way to go following that penalty. Passing on 1st down. Pressure coming with the throw right to him. Wade makes the
Wow, he almost couldn't tackle him solo too, eh?
They'll go no huddle here. San Diego calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They can still pick up the 1st without scoring here. Only 1 man in the backfield. Gray, the man in motion. Handed it off to the back, dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
Well, they got a pass now. 3rd and 17. You can hold them to a field goal. That'd be good.
And this is the 8th play of this drive inside enemy territory. Out of the
Do my best.
Looking downfield.
No pressure.
Protected well.
Yep. Oh, look at that. He hit his own guy in the back.
He hit the offensive lineman in the back.
Yeah. Oh, well. Good job.
That's a penalty.
Good job holding them to that field goal. I don't know. Was he further than 5 yards down, though? See, where's the line of scrimmage? The 12-yard line?
No, he stopped right there.
Yeah, he stopped right there, but
No.
Well, I don't know. That's close, right? He's really close there. But that's okay. He acted as an extra pass defender, so that actually works for us.
I mean, I don't think they would have picked up a first down or a touchdown on that anyways, but that was still just retarded. It's almost like they were trying to get that guy upfield to help block after the receiver caught the pass, right? Yeah.
You know, then they were trying to manufacture a touchdown out of a BS thing like that, right?
Yep.
The attempt is good. He nails that one. 3 field goals today.
But that's okay. You made him kick a field goal again.
Well, at this rate, I'm going to give up 18 points in field goals.
Yeah, well.
From the 10 to the 20.
Well, you got a good return there.
Yep.
So they have first and 10 here. Calling an audible now. Number 47 in motion. He'll pass on first down. He's looking, throws it.
Oh, come on. What kind of throw was that? That was terrible. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to run the ball here and just run the clock out now.
Yeah, probably better that way.
Yeah. Because even if they call a timeout here, I can still run the ball again and still run the clock out.
This one is handed off. Reed takes him down at the 34-yard line. A short pickup on that running play.
These linemen need to get more aggressive out there. They're letting the defense control the line of scrimmage on that play.
Well, I'm going to have to run another play because the time clock. No, I'm not. I'm going to.
And once you run this play, there will be 1 second left on the clock.
That's right. There'll be 1 second left on the clock.
Ball on their own 34.
And they're in a dime.
The visiting team.
That's okay. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do in this situation, actually. I probably would be too. Just because you don't want to give up that long touchdown, right?
Receives the handoff. Diving tackle to bring him down.
Anyway, close game at halftime.
Yep.
10, San Diego. 9.
But we'll have to take a brief pause here.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, ready to begin the second half, and we get the ball back. So in a way, you know what? If they'd allowed me to follow my strategy and run the clock out in the second half there and just settle for the field goal, it would be tied right now.
Yep.
So I guess it kind of worked in our favor a little bit that things worked out the way they did.
Both teams have played pretty well so far. It's still anyone's game.
However, it is a bit of a struggle so far. Oh, look at this. They've completely changed up their strategy now, right?
Yep.
On first down, they still lead.
And running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them.
Maybe they figure that you're not gonna.
With the pass.
Oh, okay, that's enough. I've had enough. Okay, I cannot put up with this anymore.
Oh man.
Whoops.
Bye-bye.
That's right. You can go sit on the bench, motherfucker. If you can't catch the ball when I throw it to you, then you don't get the play.
Jill, what do you have?
Wow.
Well, Al, the head coach stressed
That is
heads up,
enough.
smart play from
That
the
was
defense
brutal.
in the second half. They played
That's like
very
the
well against
worst,
the run so far,
like,
but he expects
demonstration
they'll
of
get
it
a
ever,
healthy
too, eh?
running game
Yeah.
early on
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
that's
third quarter.
absolutely
Limiting the
horrible. I
opposing
can't
to
believe
short
that.
gains
Right.
is going to be essential. Al?
Thanks, Jill. Mills, the man in motion. He hands it off. Setting up
Oh, come on. You see that? I can't even... they didn't even give me control back of him, right?
Yep.
He picks up the sack.
Like, that's crap.
3 plays
That guy didn't even bite on the play fake at all. Like, not even a little bit. Absolute garbage.
So they dug themselves into a hole here.
Because it's not like I haven't been making an attempt to run the ball, right? I ran the ball 9 times with my fullback in the first half. All right, well, let's see if we can stay on our feet long enough here maybe to try and throw this pass to Clark.
Yep.
Looking for a receiver. Throwing.
Yeah, he was too well covered.
Incomplete. Not much touch on that.
But again, though, that's set up by a first down drop by a receiver who's supposed to catch probably 8 or 9 out of every 10 passes that I throw.
Yeah.
With the rating that he has.
Yeah, he's like the best hands out of all your wide receiver group.
Yeah. So now he's done.
A line drive. From the 29.
Oh.
The 40.
I hate it when I don't, like I tried to angle that away, and I hate it when it goes down the middle like that because I'm just not good at covering those in the open field.
Yep.
First and 10.
I would have been better off if I'd have just pooch punted it there. We would have gotten about the same exchange.
John, their first down rushing average is very impressive.
Yeah, sometimes a strong running game doesn't always translate into scoring a lot of points.
Good game for the offense here.
I tried to steer myself down that hole, but I ended up getting engaged with the lineman again.
The more he gets the ball, the better he does. I'd expect to see him get.
You know what I'd like to see? I wish that our offensive backs that are pass blocking in the backfield would cut block as often as these guys in green and white do.
Backing off.
Right? Like they're cut blocking basically on almost every play. Right?
Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
Like if they're left in the block and the quarterback goes back to pass, it's predictable. You know a cut block is coming up, right? And that's something that there seems to be no answer for us.
Coverage on the outside. They've been very good rushing the ball on first down, but still trail.
Yeah, they're getting some solid blocking inside and outside.
Waller stops him at the 27-yard line. Parrish has gained enough for another first down, his second of the drive. So they have first and 10 here. Throwing on first down. With the throw, and it's complete. Perry makes
Well, shit, I even had the curl flats on there, and that's who made that tackle.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if they look in his direction again.
Well,
He's not just a solid
at least now they're
blocker.
close enough. You don't need to worry about them throwing it over your head.
It's first and 10. And they're on the doorstep now, down by less than a field goal with the ball in the red zone. And he can't find
Man, if that safety had let him catch that, like, oh man.
I know, he almost did too, right? There's times when they will try and step in front of a pass and completely screw it up. And then there are other times where it looks like they could, and they don't.
Yeah,
right.
Best receiver.
Sixth play of this drive. They'll go from the I formation. Alexander, the motion man. Pressure with the pass.
Yeah, there. I don't know. You can't buy an interception. Like, wow. I don't know how many passes have hit our defenders in the hands in this game, but it just seems like you just can't buy an interception.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Seventh play of this drive. Schwartz out of the gun. He surveys the field, gets rid of it.
Well, I guess another field goal.
Yep.
Just couldn't get it to the open.
It's just too bad I can't get some sacks on this guy. I can push them further back.
Yeah, well, he has a playing style kind of similar to the last quarterback we were playing against, too, though, where he manages to find a way to try and throw the ball away just before you can get him, right?
Yeah.
The kick sails through. It's good. The visiting team now have a slim lead here in the second half. The visiting team are set to kick it deep. Decent kick. We should have a return. from the 12-yard line. The third.
Get out of the way! That guy got shoved back into me while I was trying to run around him.
But anyway, I've been very frustrated in this game, mainly because now that's like Rhodes dropped 3 passes in this game, right?
Yeah.
Rushing on first down has not worked out for them today. Less than a
And there's really no
2-yard
reason
carry
for it.
average.
No.
Which is one reason why they
No,
find
he was
themselves on
easily,
the
I mean,
short
you
end of
drop
the
a
stick
flat
right now.
pass, like,
It's hard
really?
to have consistent success without balance.
Throwing. And the catch is made. Alford stops him at the 45. Good-looking play.
Like, you just
I'd like
don't
to
drop
see him get the
those.
fullback involved
you
in
know?
the passing game. He's a pretty good option out of the backfield. He has quick feet, good hands, so passing to him sometimes is a pretty good idea.
They're having no success running on first down.
That's why they're losing. You got to be able to get yards on first down.
Hands it off to the fullback. Dives and brings him down. And John is
Well,
still trying to move
that was
the
easy
ball
to
on the
foresee.
This is a tough physical team.
Well,
Likes
you know
to
what?
run the
I figured
ball
I'd give it a
just about
try.
Any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and it helps to slow down those pass rushes.
Calling an audible now.
Uh-oh.
He sees something in the defense. Number 47 in motion. With the pass.
Well, easily came through for you.
Alford takes him down.
He actually improved a lot on his catching over this season.
I'll tell you, he might be even more dangerous on the run than he is when he stands back there in the pocket.
So they have first and 10 here. The defense lines up in the nickel.
Black, 64.
Number 86 moves in motion. Passing on first down. Surveying.
Okay, well, you know what? It'll work.
Yeah, you actually snapped that while he was still running horizontal to the line of scrimmage because he was so slow, he didn't even actually get over there to sumo.
I know. Well, I had to snap it when I did, though, or I was going to take a delay of game penalty, right?
Yeah. Well, that might have worked in your favor, though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He sees something in the defense.
Anyway, Parkman gets a catch.
No, it was an important catch, too.
Hands it off to the fullback. Johnson.
It made this set of downs.
At the 24-yard line. A very well drawn up play.
Be like,
Well-
see, Rhodes, even Parkman can catch.
That's right. There is absolutely no excuse to drop a flat pass, right?
The visiting team come out in a nickel package, calling an audible. Jenkins with a man in motion.
There, we'll let him stop this time.
Dropping back, throws it, and he makes the grab.
Well, it's no surprise he easily can run the slant.
Yep.
He's got pretty good agility and pretty good acceleration. He's our slow receiving tight end.
They need 11 yards to get it into the end zone.
It's really just too bad he can't block better.
Yeah, well, you know what? He is setting up to be basically a pass receiving tight end, right?
Yep.
He'll pass on first down. Surveying the field. Gets the pass.
Oh,
That
drops
was
a
a touchdown.
touchdown. Yep, drops a touchdown.
Right there, but he couldn't
Well,
bring it in.
You know what? You might as well try the same thing twice.
yeah, well, you might as well run the same play again and see what they do.
Well, it's the same kind of coverage out there.
Come out in a
No,
nickel
different
package.
kind of coverage
Looks
this
like
time.
he's changing the play. He sees something in the defense. Gets rid of it. Off ball. He makes the catch anyway. He fired that ball right into the receiver.
Yep, the receiver ran a precise route. Was making his cut just as a quarterback was putting that one in the air.
Ball on the 4-yard line. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. dropping back.
Uh-oh.
Cuts it to the
Oh,
end zone.
well, there. I got away with it anyway. Jenkins to Jenkins again. That guy's got 3 or 4 touchdown receptions in this season, you know?
Yeah, he's also improved a little bit,
Yeah.
which is surprising because he started off as a receiver with like a low 40s rating.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
actually started off as a cornerback, actually.
Yeah. And he's made some very key catches. Including the one that won us the game in that one really tight game we played a while ago, right?
Yep.
With no time left on the clock, pretty much, he caught a touchdown pass to win us the game.
Well, he made an important catch here.
Yep.
Sends it sailing. From the 7 to the 20.
That's one of our linebackers.
Yeah. Well, hey, he made the stop. That's all I care about.
It's 1st and 10. Giving some cushion on the outside. Only one man in the backfield. Gives the ball off. The 30. Number 95.
Had a little trouble getting off my guy, but I guess I still made the tackle there.
Yeah. Actually, the longest run from scrimmage they have was that shotgun run,
Yeah,
right?
that ridiculous shotgun run.
Yeah, that's the longest run they have from scrimmage.
Hands it off to the back. Waller makes the tackle at the 44-yard line. And with that last carry, over 100 yards for the day.
Well, Waller is doing a good job back there.
Yeah.
About a yard to go. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Running with purpose.
Ran through a tackle there.
Yeah, I got suction blocked there after getting off my guy.
Picks
Yeah.
up the first down. That's the second time
That was
on this
kind of
drive, and they were
irritating.
moving
Yeah,
the
that's the
shot.
thing, though, right? If you watch this play, even you see that offensive guard there, right? Like you got off of that
Yep.
center,
And then I get suctioned back
and then,
into him, yeah.
you know, but look at where the guard's going, right?
Yeah, he's going after the safety.
So really, if that center had not somehow managed to vacuum you back into him, you would have stopped that play in the gap there, because the guy who was supposed to be picking you up after the center let you go was already gone, right?
Number 20 makes the tackle at the 37.
Like, they're literally within one man of breaking a run for a touchdown here almost every time because of those tactics, right? You know, they're counting on the running back being able to break a tackle in the first 3 yards of the run. And if he can, then he's a threat to go all the way, right? Because of that chintzy blocking scenario, right?
Yep.
Couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
The defense just dropped the safeties and corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one. French is the guy who's there to bring him down.
Well, you pretty much have to play the pass on 3rd down if you're playing the percentages. Because they only actually run on 3rd down maybe 2 out of every 10 times, generally speaking.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10. Backing off. Parrish, the lone back. Gray moves in motion.
Well, I'm not going to give them 2 tight ends on the same side.
No.
Waller makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Parrish has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan.
As far as I'm concerned, when you have 2 tight ends on the same side, you're not even trying to hide the fact that you're going to run.
Yeah. Well, about the only thing they might do is they might try some kind of misdirection run to the weak side then, right?
True.
But you got to play the percentages again.
Only one man in the backfield. Schwartz with a man in motion. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Randolph didn't get any help from his offensive line.
Well, you needed that one.
Yeah, well, that was their misdirection run.
Yep. Yeah, they tried.
3rd and 5 coming up. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Flings it to the outside. Short swing pass to the
Well,
running
you make them
back.
kick a field goal again.
If only they had a cupcake kicker.
Ritchie looking to make a good kick here. The kick is
Well, that
up.
guy's got a picture. He's actually a actual NFL player.
Yeah, they drafted him out of free agency, I
Yeah,
bet.
they must have hired a kicker out of free agency to replace their starting kicker, right?
The kick should be returnable. From the 13.
Well, I tried to get behind my blocker there, but I just couldn't maneuver fast enough.
First and 10.
Now, what kind of a mess have we got going on here?
It looks
Wow.
like it's the nickel stack.
Changing
Yeah.
the play now. Jenkins with a man in motion.
No, they didn't move anybody out of there.
Drops back.
Because it's a blitz from that
On
side.
the move.
Yeah.
He hits his receiver.
And he almost didn't catch it.
Pushed out at
Yeah,
48.
almost, but
That'll move the
I
chains,
guess.
John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
So we have first and 10 here.
Wow, again.
64.
Number 47 moves in motion. Going to the air on first down. Looking downfield, gets the pass off.
Right?
Yep. I'm gonna. If you line up like that, I'm gonna drop the bomb on you.
With good old-fashioned drop back and pass.
I haven't done much of that this season, but I can still do it if I have to.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting team. 17-15. The home team are set to go and will begin the 4th quarter in field goal range. First and 10.
Wow.
Changing the play now.
And they don't care,
Number 47 comes in
right?
motion.
They just don't care.
Yep.
Dropping back. He surveys the field with the throw.
Touchdown to Coleman.
Touchdown.
Yeah, he didn't drop it either.
He knows how to get open in the end zone.
I'm glad I benched Rhodes when I did.
He just wasn't playing up to snuff this game. Or the
Nope,
last
he
two
was-
games.
Yeah, he's been having a terrible game. Terrible couple of games.
And it's up. And
There you go. See, if you hold them to field goals, I'll try my best to score touchdowns. And we should be able to gradually widen this league, right?
one off.
Well, that's kind of how it's worked out so
Although
far.
it only took me a minute to go 71 yards, which is a bit alarming, but
That's okay. Maybe it will take them another 7 minutes to kick a field goal.
let's hope so.
From the 5-yard line.
Or even better, if you could just not even let them have any points this time, that would be great.
Let's see what they do with the ball this time around. So they have first and 10 here. Takes the toss to the left. He can't wrap him up. And he goes
Danny Jones chases him out of bounds.
Jeez.
I don't know, does he get credited with a tackle for that, though? If the guy just ran out of bounds?
I don't think so.
Probably not. But he was there when he needed to be.
It's second down and 5 to go. Backing off. Throws it over the middle. He could
Oh, that was very rushed.
Right on the money.
Yeah,
but dropped.
I think that was probably a broken play. Like they probably threw that way before that pass route was anywhere near being completed, right?
Pump faking. Throws it.
Okay.
Danny Jones.
Danny Jones sticks his hand out and knocks the pass down.
Yeah, he had that guy covered like a blanket.
Yeah, he was well covered.
Yeah. See, I audibled this last minute because I realized they were in twins because I came out in a two-man coverage with hook zones.
Yeah.
And
That was a very long crossing route. Like, look at how long that is. Wow.
Yeah, and there's certainly space getting created, but I think he threw this so late that it was going to come in out of bounds if he didn't throw it a little bit behind the guy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. He just stuck his left hand out there and batted it down.
Yeah, like a pro. Like a pro.
Beautifully done. Beautifully
And we'll go
done.
back to the game. Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3 and out. Here's the punt. Andy Wade.
But again, though, I think the coverage was good enough on the other routes that he basically had no choice but to stand in there and wait for that.
Yeah, well, I think someone must have drawn the deep zone guy in towards the middle of the field, too, because I didn't see him in that area.
Yeah. Well, those crossing routes can be kind of tricky that way, too, right?
Yeah.
Directing traffic. Hand it off to the fullback.
But
I've been trying to set this particular play up all game long.
that's what
and
you
this is
call
the-
all the time?
And this is the first time that they've actually allowed me to run that play as I called it.
Wow.
Calling an audible.
Well, I don't think we're in a position where we can... Oops,
That's the wrong play.
that's the wrong play. Get back here. Hurry up.
Fullback handoff. Zimmerman takes him down.
Well, that worked just as well.
45.
Yeah, luckily I was able to, adjust.
1 yard to go.
Wow, look at their time of possession.
Yeah. Well, that's because you've been just slowly leaking yardage on every possession, right?
Gets the pass off.
And Coleman catches another pass.
And gets a little run after that one.
Yep.
The interesting fact about Coleman, he actually can break tackles a little, and he can also carry the ball a little. I suspect that had he not played wide receiver 3 for you, he probably would have been a candidate for backup halfback, because he's a big guy. He's like a 6 foot something and like 220 pound guy.
Yeah.
Number 47.
Well, we're going to have Golson follow Parkman up the middle here.
Someone there to tell you to watch out because he just got decked.
Gain of
Right?
10.
They've been extremely resistant to us being able to do anything else on the ground.
Play of this drive. They need 6. The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
We'll try it again. See if we can get away with it twice in a row here.
Gives the ball off.
Yep.
Alford with the stop at the 32-yard line. Good blocking up front, allowing him to find the
Working
seam
good.
downfield that he needs.
Yep. I'm going to call it again.
Might as well.
Well, if they keep lining up with that wide line like that. Oh, well,
Calling an audible.
Might not work so well here.
no, it won't work so well here. That's okay. We'll just give it to somebody else this time.
Bart. Simpson makes the tackle at the 32. Gain of about a yard. First down marker is just inside the 22.
Set. On. 19.
He sees something in the defense.
There, they gave me the coverage I was looking for there.
Dropping back.
Uh-oh.
It's the pass off.
Okay, I guess that guy must have been blitzing or something, right?
Yeah, that was a safety blitz.
18-yard line. That's 3 times in this drive.
For a second there, I almost flinched because I thought he was playing a zone or something. But
Well, I imagine once he crossed the line of scrimmage, you're like, hey, that's not a zone.
yeah,
Thank God he was quick enough to cross the line of scrimmage.
I'm not sure if I can take this to the outside or not, but we'll just take it up the middle again anyway.
Boom! Now that is big-time football.
So that play goes for about
Oh, I'm sure Golston's having a great time out there getting to carry the ball.
Yep.
the defense lines up in the nickel. Looks like he's changing the play. Throwing. And this pass is completed.
Yeah,
Coleman gets his second touchdown.
I think that was a good move, right?
Yeah, he's been doing really good at that position.
Yeah. Yeah, Rhodes had better start catching the ball when I throw it to him, or he might. Oh, okay.
Really?
The call in the field.
Well, you know, if they reverse this, it'll actually be beneficial for us.
Yeah, because then I can pound it at them 3 times and take a whole bunch more time off the clock,
Oh,
right?
come on. That totally crossed the goal.
Well, I'm pretty sure the ball was across the goal line,
Yeah.
right? And that's the only requirement.
Nope, they're going to reverse it anyways.
So the coach looks a lot smarter.
So what are we looking at? Yep, okay. Well,
Didn't hurt that the official had some great replays.
Totally crap spot.
Made it easy.
yeah.
It didn't hurt that the officiating was rigged and that nobody on the Crusaders team of referees knows the rules of football.
Yeah, really. Oh well, I'm just going to slam it at them 3 times here, and if I have to, I'll kick a point-blank range field goal.
This one is handed off.
Now, this is exactly
There,
how
all
you
it did was it
ball
just
game.
delayed the inevitable.
Behind the center.
Yeah, you got to run another 40 seconds off the
Well,
clock.
they're putting up
Yep.
6 points on the board.
So, there you go. Fullback running has been the key to this offense today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the rushing yardage that I have is between Parkman and Golston here today.
The kick is up. And the extra point is good. Now
What little of it I've gotten anyway.
14 unanswered
There,
points.
we needed
They
that.
can do this sort of thing. Everyone
Now
gets
you
on
can
the
play
same
your
page,
game, right?
And they'll put up points in
Well,
bunches.
assuming they actually throw passes.
Yeah. Well, even so, even if they keep running, you know,
They're never
like
going
you-
to catch up.
Yeah, if you want to just leak yardage and prevent the big play, then time is on our side now.
Get back into this one. So they have 1st and 10 here. The corners playing down. Harris, the lone back. Schwartz sends him
Okay.
in motion.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, like I say, he's not really a receiving threat so much anyway. Well, there's a broken tackle,
Diving tackle at the 33. They had a chance to stop him, but he was able to.
but they don't
shake
have
off the
time for
tackle
this,
the first.
right? Even if they get 8 or 10 yards a carry on running,
On each run,
they don't have
if you
time to
break
keep
one
doing
tackle,
this.
It can lead to some good yards.
It's 1st and 10. Looking upfield. Matt brings him down at the 35-yard
Zach Mack's not having any of it.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, you know what? We're trailing by 16 points halfway through the 4th quarter, so let's hand it to the fullback.
Ball on their own 35.
Never know what he might come through with.
Yeah. Well, he's got the longest run in this game so far.
Using split back. Dropping back under.
Ooh, you almost got him, but he managed to get it away again.
Should have been a sack for Pete.
Yeah, he managed to throw it away before you could get to him again.
He's got to be careful not to throw the ball up for grabs where the defense can pick it off.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside. The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback. Throws it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you have the curl flat zone guy there,
Yeah.
so that he can just hit that guy.
They're going to kick it here as the punter heads in for the 4th time. Here's the kick.
And it's a fair
And he
catch.
chooses not to return
Yep.
this one.
Well, I'm going to keep on going with what I've been doing here. I can't believe how many times in a row I called that play and then had to audible away from it. Because they packed everybody in the middle, like this.
He sees something in the defense. Changing the play.
It's just their way.
Passing on 1st down. With the pass.
Oh, that was a big hit.
The 31. He did a nice job bringing that one in.
Yeah, either that or it just got thrown in there so hard it stuck.
Yeah,
Well-
or maybe the defender helped pack that one away, John.
Yeah, maybe, hey.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Go for 9.
Well, we'll try going this way.
Fullback handoff.
Oh, I should have went and shaded to the left there a little.
That's
I did.
okay. Somebody came and carried you forward a yard, so
Yeah.
2-yard gain. About 4 to go. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
3rd down conversions
What
is
are
a
we
key
doing
for
here?
stat.
man
Okay.
coverage.
Oh, I gotta throw it to Rhodes. He's going to be the open guy.
You keep their defense
Well,
on
maybe
the
he'll
field,
redeem himself.
And you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Or throw it to Solomon.
Throw.
No, I'll throw it to Rhodes.
Completed. Reed
That was a
up the
double
side.
linebacker blitz.
38-yard line. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
See, that's why in situations like this where they're trying to blitz and they get to me a couple of times, I'll go to a shotgun on 3rd down and shortish yardage, right? It's just because it takes that much longer for them to get to me.
36.
Jenkins with a man in motion. With the pass. And it's
He's had a big day today. He's had lots of rushing yardage, or rushing chances. He's caught some passes.
Yeah, he's going to improve a lot. You keep playing him like this.
Gonna give it to him again here. To tell you the truth, I never really expected to use this play very much. I put it in there just because.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great play.
And as it turns out, it works against certain types of defense pretty well.
Yeah, I have this one in my playbook, too.
Uh-huh.
Or at least I did back when I had a wishbone in my playbook still.
You name it, they do it.
I think I ran that a lot in Season 1 of the Lifers franchise.
Gives the ball off. Pierce pulls him
Well, they
back.
weren't going to stop Parkman.
38.
Pretty hard to stop him.
1st and 10.
Yeah, at this point, I think we're just about in run the ball 3 times and punt kind of territory here again.
Oh, wait. Will you be able to get it off?
He'll get it
Yep,
again.
just. Oh, look at that.
I love that, how he just kind of stumbles through the gap. He's not
Yep.
even really, like, running through the
Yeah,
gap.
he's
He kind
not
of
very
just-
graceful runner, but if he can run straight ahead and he manages to get 2 or 3 steps, he's pretty tough to stop.
Yeah.
You got to get him over that blue line though first, right? Like if you can get him past that blue line, then you'll profit. But if somebody hits him behind that blue line, you're not going anywhere. Well, now we can start making them use their timeouts.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Again in the run. Number 47 picks up just enough.
I think Golston has got a little bit more running power than Clark does too, right?
Yeah, he's a bit of a bigger player, right?
Yeah.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
He might not be as quick, but he's a bit of a bigger guy too.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
That's why in the other franchise we converted him to fullback eventually.
Yeah.
Fullback handoff.
Wow, look at who made that play. It was Parkman.
Yep.
Yeah, two-ton truck.
Oh, like I said,
Penalty marker
dominant run blocker, right? That's why I on that particular alignment, I switched to run behind him, right?
Yep.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big, you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
See, they shifted the line that side again. So I'm going to go this side and try and run behind him again, right?
Hand it off to the fullback.
You see how he stood that guy up at the line?
Yeah, he's a great blocker.
Right now, either that or he's not.
Like, let's just have a look at this. Here we go. And watch this linebacker wants to shoot the gap. Bang! That's as far as you go, bud.
He parks the man.
And then look at that. Clark gets through there and actually throws a block on another defender there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is actually a very good run play if you want to attack the middle of the defense, right?
Yeah, well, maybe this is what you've been missing. Maybe this is what you got to go to.
Well, I've had it in my playbook all along. Like I said, I've just never really tried it very much.
Oh, yeah, you should run this all the time.
But now, since they've given me this alignment, I think I'll run it this way.
Yeah, at the very worst, the end will carry you forward.
See, it's not quite as effective when you run it on the side away from Parkman.
Yeah, because he's kind of a stronger blocker.
Yeah, you need that big, strong lead blocker, right?
I think he lost a little more yardage there, too, because he turned around and ran backwards.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll run the ball one more time here, and then we'll kick a field goal, I guess.
Sweep play?
You know what? I'm going to audible to a dive, just because that's the way things are looking here.
Parkman will get you the touchdown.
Oh, I'm not really looking to make a touchdown here either. I'm just looking to make a few yards and then kick a field goal.
He'll get the call again. Simpson pulls him down.
Well, maybe not get you the touchdown, but he'll get you a few yards.
Well, like I said, that's all I was trying to do. And it makes them use their last timeout. So when they go back on offense now, they'll have no timeouts left. Ooh. Luckily, I think I'm close enough that it'll go through anyway.
Yep.
And with that right there, they've now scored.
I think that pretty much salts it away right
They
there.
just can't seem to stop him.
Now they have to score 3 touchdowns in order to come back, and I don't think they're going to do that.
It's on its way. From the 7-yard line to the 20.
Face
There,
mask.
just got a face mask penalty. Ooh, it's a big one too. An extra large face mask to go.
Yeah, well, you know, they got to get their 2-minute offense on the road, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? That gives the ball to them at almost the 40-yard line, so yeah, that's a lot less space to cover.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Changing the play now. Alexander moves in motion. Surveying the field with the throw.
Oh.
He has it. Number 20 with the tackle.
That's okay. You just gotta slow them down. That's all you need to do. They're gonna spike the ball here anyway.
Spike stops the clock.
That'll give you a chance to get yourself set again.
They have to get the ball inside the 34-yard line to convert for a first down. Drops back, steps up, looking downfield with the pass.
Wow.
That was a terrible throw.
Yeah, I think he was throwing that one in the dirt just because he didn't have anybody to throw to. I think we can celebrate, though. I think we can celebrate another win.
Schwartz out of the gun. Stepping up. And pressure.
Boy, you finally got a sack. Yeah.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Schwartz with a man in motion. Calling an audible now. Drops back. Looking downfield with the pass.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about running a play now. We can just come out in the victory formation here.
He'll just take a knee.
You know what? I think that the key move in this game was benching Rhodes and putting Coleman in there.
Yeah, it definitely made a huge difference on your offense.
Well, he scored 2 touchdowns. And caught a couple of long passes, too.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I'm just so surprised that he just played so badly.
Yeah.
And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Kansas City 34, San Diego 15. This is Al Michaels with John.
Well, it makes me wonder if they don't have hot and cold streaks or something.
Yeah, they must.
Yeah.
Although you don't see it visually, but yeah, they must. I know that was something that was implemented in a couple of other EA Sports games.
Yeah, except that, like, for example, in the hockey franchise, you could at least see it.
Yeah.
You knew if a player was having on a cold streak or a hot streak, right?
Yep.
Anyway, here we go. So, you gave up an identical 167 yards on the ground and 167 yards passing. And
wow.
I managed to break a 100-yard rushing mark.
Nice.
Mostly by jamming it down the middle once I figured out how to do it. Right? Early in the game I was struggling a little bit, but I think I figured it out. But, yeah, they had pretty good possession time. But look at this. Offensive red zone attempts by the runners 4, and 4 times they had to settle for a field goal.
Yep.
Right? Whereas for us, we had 6 red zone attempts, and we scored 4 touchdowns from the red zone. So, there you go.
That made the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get the ball inside your opponent's 20-yard line, you gotta score touchdowns. So I managed to have a reasonably decent day after I got
Rhodes out of there.
Once I got the hands of butter guy out of the game, yeah. And look at that, Golston, right? The big average, 10 carries for 44 yards, and Parkman with 13 carries for 43 yards, and Clark, well, he didn't do so well.
Yeah.
We kind of had to run by committee today, though.
Well, that's okay. Run by committee is better than not being able to run at all.
Yeah, look at that. He had 4 catches for 66 yards. Oh, I guess he only got 1 touchdown. Mills had a decent day today. Oh, yeah, Michael Jenkins, right? Got the other touchdown pass. And I believe he is the lone player on the team that has yet to drop a pass this season. He basically catches the ball every time I throw it to him.
In spite of the fact that at the start of the season, he had 49 catching rating.
Yeah.
Maybe his catching rating's just so low he can't drop it.
Okay, well, I guess they must not have counted. I'll bet you because of the penalty, right? Maybe they didn't count one as a drop, but
probably, yeah.
But he did drop 3 passes. I don't care what the statistics there say. But it definitely helped that we only had 4 drop passes in this game instead of 9. So anyway, there we go. And you had 1 sack, 1 lonely sack in this game.
I know, I should have had 2.
Usually you get a lot more, but yeah.
Lots of linebacker tackles. Tackles for a loss. Well, for Travis Wade, we had Cedric Perry.
Yeah, your linebackers all got a lot of tackles, but mainly because they were running the ball so much, right?
Yeah. But unfortunately, like, I came real close to getting a sack with Scott Pete, who I don't even think is in the statistics here.
No, didn't get a statistic.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, that was a pretty key pass deflection by Jones there near the end of the game, too.
Yeah, that was good.
That game was
good.
the game was still in doubt, like when he made that play. But I have to say, even though you leaked a fair amount of yardage in this game, you did a great job defending in the red zone. Like forcing them to kick field goals instead of getting touchdowns was huge.
Well, the big thing is really because they have faster wide receivers than me. When I get into the red zone type of area, when I'm out at like 20 or so, I don't have to back everybody up every single time that I run plays, right? Because they're not going to throw it over my head anymore. All I got to do is play my 3 deep zone, play my man coverage underneath. And that's a pretty solid coverage scheme when you don't have to back people off.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. We're at the end of the game. And Bo Jenkins is the player of the game.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah. With a nod toward Golston and Parkman, I think.
All right.
And Coleman. Anyway, that's another one in the books, and we're still undefeated.
That we are.
Yeah.
So, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.